Now I want to address your post-retirement years. I don't think that came out quite right. I want to address the years during your retirement and contrast the traditional versus the Roth IRA. So let's say you've hit retirement now and you have, with your traditional IRA, 1.8 million saved up. And what you'd like to do, regardless of whether you've got the traditional IRA or the Roth IRA, is you'd like to withdraw the after-tax equivalent of $75,000 every year. Now this is ignoring inflation over time and things like that, but that's okay. Because if you did adjust for inflation, you'd have to adjust both of them for inflation, and the concepts I'm going to show you are still the same. So to withdraw $75,000 after taxes with your traditional IRA, you're actually going to have to withdraw more than $75,000 because whatever amount you withdraw, you have to pay taxes on it. So to calculate how much you would withdraw, you take your $75,000 and you divide by 1 minus the tax rate. And I have made some assumptions up here about your your tax rates before and after retirement. And assuming your tax rate is 40%, you'd have to withdraw $125,000 before taxes to receive $75,000 after taxes that year. Just for demonstration purposes right now, I'm going to set this to 28%, the same rate as it was while you were saving for retirement. To calculate how much you have at the end of the first year, you take the amount you started with, the 1.89 million, minus your withdrawal amount of 104,167, and then calculate the return that you would earn plus your original, or plus the initial starting amount minus your withdrawal. So basically what I'm trying to calculate in column D here is how much I have at the end of the year after having earned a return on the amount that I didn't spend. So I'm going to multiply by 1 plus my return rate during retirement, which I'm assuming is 4%. So I end up with 1.77 million. The next year, that will be my starting value. My withdrawal amount will be the same as it was the previous year. And hopefully, I can just copy that down. So after 20 years of retirement, I've now got $738,734 left. I will just format these a little bit better. So now let's contrast that to the Roth IRA. So my starting amount would be this 1.302 million. My withdrawal amount will just be the $75,000 because remember, I don't have to pay any taxes on money I take out of the Roth IRA. And then my ending amount would be my starting amount minus my withdrawal amount, and then multiply by 1 plus the rate that I'm earning during retirement, or this 4%, make it an absolute reference. And my starting amount the second year would be my ending amount the first year. Hopefully I can just copy that down and now copy all these. Actually, let me format that to a dollar amount first and then copy. So now, after 20 years of retirement, the Roth IRA only has $531,000 remaining compared to the traditional IRA, which has $738,000 remaining. Now, it looks like that traditional IRA is a better choice under this scenario, but the problem that a lot of people are worried about is that tax rates will go up. And no one knows what tax rates will really be 20, 30 years. This is actually 50 years into the future now under my assumptions. So if the tax rate goes up to, let's say, 40%, just watch what happens to these two cells when I increase that tax rate. So with the higher tax rate, the Roth IRA is a much better choice. And notice it didn't change at all because you don't pay taxes on that Roth IRA money after you retire. But with the regular IRA, you pay taxes on your withdrawals. And so what I would like to do is solve for how high the tax rate can go up so that, let's say at this point in time, you are indifferent between a Roth versus a traditional IRA. And to do that, I'm going to use Goal Seek, but I can only do Goal Seek on cells that don't have a calculation. Well, let me put it this way. I can only do Goal Seek on a single cell. So what I'm going to do is calculate the difference between these two cells. I'm not, oh. So the tax rate that makes this difference equal to 0 would mean that you're indifferent between a Roth versus a traditional IRA. So Goal Seek, I go to Data and What If Analysis, then Goal Seek, and I want to set this cell to a value of 0 by changing this post-retirement tax rate. So if the tax rate during your retirement exceeds 32%, then the Roth IRA would be a better choice. So if it goes to 33%, Roth is better than the traditional. If it's only 29%, Roth is not as good as traditional. But you can see that it doesn't have much room to vary at all before the Roth IRA becomes a better choice. And because so many people think tax rates are going to be rising, that's why you read in the news that Roth IRAs are a far better choice.